Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to show you a very simple Sankranti makeup look. Sankranti is just around the corner and a lot of us don't have time to get ready on festivals. So this is going to be a very short, sweet and quick makeup look that you can achieve in less time. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video.
So I'm starting off by using this NYX Ultimate palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here and I'm going to put it all over the eyelid. I'm just using a fluffy eyeshadow brush. You can use a flat eyeshadow brush as well. And then I'm going into this shade right here and I'm just going to give corner definition with the shade, and I'm also going to go into the crease. I'm using the same blending brush that I had used to apply the color all over my lid earlier. And so I'm also blending the edges of the eyeshadow as I'm applying the eyeshadow itself. And just to intensify the corners of the eyes a little bit more, I'm just using my ring finger and using the same shade to intensify it. And then using this shimmery shade right here, I am going to apply this all over the eyelid. I am just using a flat eyeshadow brush and I am seriously impressed with the kind of pigmentation that this palette has. This is the first time that I'm using this palette and I'm really impressed, especially with the shade that I'm applying right now. So I'm applying this shade till almost 3/4 of the eyelid, starting from the inner corner. And then I'm using another shimmer shade from the palette and I'm just going to apply this where the lighter shadow is blending into the darker outer corner shadow. And I'm just going to use my ring finger to apply this on both the sides. I loved this shade so much that I have covered almost the entire lid with this shadow, leaving just a very slight amount of the earlier shadow on the innermost corner of the eyes. And then using this deepest color from the palette, I'm just going to intensify the outermost corners of the eyes. I'm also going to take it slightly into the outermost corner of the crease. I'm just using a dome shaped pencil brush for the application because that fits in perfectly at those corners. And then using a clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend away all the edges so that there are no sharp lines at the corner. And then for brow bone highlight, I'm going to use this another light shimmery shade from the palette, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone using my ring finger. And then I'm using this gel liner from Faces in black. And for application, I'm going to use this angular liner brush and I'm going to make a winged liner today. If you want to see in detail how I apply my liner perfectly, I have a couple of eyeliner videos which I will link it down in the description box so that you can go and check that out if you're interested in that. Now moving on to face, I'm using the Zero Pore Separation Cream from P.A.C Cosmetics as a primer, and I'm going to concentrate on my T-zone first, and then whatever is remaining on my fingers, I'm going to move it through the entire face. For corrector today, I'm using this orange shade called D30 from Kryolan Professional Makeup. It's in their Derma range. And I'm just going to use my ring finger to apply this orange shade underneath my eyes where I have darkness, around my mouth area, and slightly around my jawline and also on my forehead, because these are the areas which are normally dark on my face and I need to cover these up. For foundation today, I'm using this Essence Stay All Day 16-hour foundation. This is in the shade Soft Sand, and I'm just going to dot this foundation all over my face and neck first, and then using a damp beauty blender sponge, I am just going to blend all of that into my skin. And then I'm going to dot the same foundation underneath the eyes where I had put a corrector earlier. And again, using the damp beauty blender sponge, using the pointy side of it, I'm just going to blend it all away. And then I'm just going to use this Pro Camouflage paste from Freedom, and I'm just going to conceal further underneath my eyes because I just want to make sure that it is flawless. And then to set everything in place, I'm using this pressed powder from Freedom. All the products that I'm using today, I will mention them down in the description box, so do check it out for more details. And using a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm just first powdering underneath my eyes after removing any creases that might have formed. And then using a big fluffy powder brush, I'm just going to powder my entire face and neck. And then I'm going to quickly fill in my brows with a brow powder before moving on to the lower lash line. And then using the same shade that I had earlier used for the outer corner, I'm just going to define the lower lash line using a dome shaped pencil brush. And then using this darkest shade, the dark green from the palette, I'm just going to apply this on the outer 1/4 of the lower lash line. And then I'm using this 24K Glam highlighter palette from Nykaa, and I'm just going to apply this on the innermost corner of my eyes to make them look brighter. And then using this Essence Multi-Action Mascara, I'm just going to apply this mascara on to both my upper and lower lashes. So I'm just going to apply 2 to 3 coats of this mascara on the top lashes and just 1 coat on the bottom lashes. For blush today, I'm using this corally shade from the Benai blush palette, and I'm just going to apply it slightly more than I usually do because it's a festive kind of look, so why not? And with this shade called Espresso from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Medium to Tan Contour Kit, I'm just going to sculpt my face. I'm going to contour my cheekbones, my forehead, and under my jawline as I always do. For highlighter today, I'm going to use the same shade from the Nykaa highlighter palette that I had used for inner corners of the eyes. And I'm just going to highlight the high points of my face, which I normally do, which is my cheekbones and my cupid's bow. For lipstick, I'm using this Smudge Me Not liquid lipstick in number 3 Tan Fan, and I have moisturized my lips really well because I don't do well with the Smudge Me Not liquid lipstick. But I'm also planning to put a gloss on top, and the gloss I'm using today is this Sweet Sunshine's gloss from Too Faced, and this is the last step in my today's makeup.
So this is the final Sankranti look. I know I told you guys that it's going to be a very simple look, but looking at this beautiful NYX palette, I just couldn't stop myself. I was just like going on with the shades, and it has some really beautiful shades out here. This was actually gifted to me by a very dear friend, and thank you Aarti for giving this palette to me. This has beautiful amazing shades. It's highly pigmented, and I'm going to play a lot with this palette now that I have started using it. You will see this palette a lot in my upcoming videos, so I hope you guys enjoyed this look. It's not very simple, but it's not as difficult as well. If you take out the winged liner, I think the shadows are pretty much okay. You can use just this bronzy shadow that I have used. You can just use this all over the lid. You can use this as the corner definition or this as the corner definition, and you can use one of these lighter shades as the brow bone highlight. So this has turned out to be a very beautiful look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I have not used any false lashes today, but the mascara, I have to mention this Essence Multi-Action Mascara. I'm actually liking it now better than when I was using it earlier, because the formula has thickened up a little bit, and that thickness is what is adding to the thickness of the lashes. So you can definitely add a bindi along with this. I didn't feel like adding it today. I normally do whenever I wear a sari, but today I just want to leave it at that. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you again very soon with another cruelty free video. Till then, take care, have a very happy Sankranti and a very happy new year to everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.